on my Glock 26 and the holster I wear it with, the Crossbreed Supertuck horsehide with the combat cut. First to the Glock 26. This is a fantastic gun in my opinion. When I was searching for a carry gun, obviously I was looking for a gun that was easy to conceal but still was 9mm, just because I feel that's the lowest I'm willing to go for self-defense. I looked at the XD subcompact, the MMP 9C, which is their compact version, and the Glock 26. Out of all three, dimension wise, this was the smallest in every dimension. I mean, height, length, and width. Everybody says Glocks are wide, and they are, but the other two had points that were wider. So yeah, the XD tapers off at the top, but towards the frame it's wider than the Glock. I have small hands, so the grip on this gun is not the best. The XD and the MMP actually fit me better, but if I can't conceal the gun, I won't wear it, and so that's more important than, you know, how it feels. Because this one's, I can still, you know, shoot this one, but it's just not as comfortable as the other ones. I tried out, or I didn't try it out, but I went to the shop and held a Glock 26 Gen 4, and that one felt fantastic. The grip here is shorter or smaller, and it felt great in my hands. The one thing that I did not like about the Glock 26 Gen 4 was the trigger pull. Go to the shop and actually pull the trigger on that Glock 26 Gen 4. It is significantly heavier. It also feels like it's more crisp and basically breaks more, I guess, forward than the Glock 26 does. But it's definitely heavy. That's one gun that I would most likely, if I bought it, put the minus connector on, or the Glock minus connector, which reduces the poundage. Overall impressions, great gun. I really have no complaints. Takes down easy as any other Glock. Super accurate, more accurate than I am. This is my first and only Glock, so when I first bought this Glock, I was like, ooh, I like those sights. But when I actually use them, I don't think I prefer these over the traditional 3-dot sights. The reason being, I might not be able to see it here, but I don't know, I guess the dot on this doesn't lie completely on top of this notch, without the top of the front sight being over the horizontal of the back sight. So the dot is kind of 1/3 of it is covered by the back sight. I don't know, I just don't like that. Is it accurate? Yeah. Why can I use the sights? Yeah, they're perfectly fine. It's just, I don't know, it's that. I'm also looking into upgrading the slide lock here for the extended one, and maybe changing the trigger to the flat or smooth Glock 17 trigger. But yeah, great gun overall. As you can see, there are some points here that have wear, which is this lever here, and I guess this part right here, which is the extractor, which when there's a round in there, this sticks out, so that's why it has some wear. And that is because on this holster, the Crossbreed, there's no extractor slot here in the Kydex molding. So when you stick it in, it rubs when you have a round in the chamber, and that's how I carry it, with one round in the chamber. Overall, this holster, the Crossbreed, is fantastic. I kind of spoiled myself because this is the first holster I ever bought, and so I didn't know any better, or didn't know any worse. This holster, I wear it around the 4 o'clock position. It depends on what I'm wearing. I shift it around, but it's very comfortable, and it's great quality. So far the clips have maintained their shape. They haven't come loose. when I conceal this weapon, and I have a very, not a very, but I have a small build, so concealing weapons is very difficult for me. But when I do, nobody can tell, not even my girlfriend. A lot of times she has to, pat me down and say, oh, okay, so you're carrying. I got mine with a combat cut, which I think is very good. So you get a good grip. See? Retention is perfect. I didn't have to heat it up and make it tighter or anything. It's perfect. One thing I noticed is that with subcompacts, the Crossbreed comes with the cut like this. With all the other guns, this comes down like this. I think that would be more uncomfortable, coming down, because basically your butt's right here. And so when you sit down or you move, having this cut up like this gives you more room to move. The horsehide is also fantastic. I love the smell of this holster too. It's something nobody mentions, but I love the smell of this holster, and it makes your gun smell good too, because it smells like leather. But yeah, overall, very good holster, no complaints. They are expensive, especially if you get all the options I got, like the combat cut and the horsehide, but it's definitely worth it. I wouldn't trade this holster for anything else. But yeah, that's my Glock 26.